Hello everyone. How are you doing? Good? Okay, I would like to start with this one. It's just a minute video. Would give you the context of the presentation. Okay, that's the introduction. I hope I have the sound. Let's start with it. It's my little boy. And my QA engineer, my daughter. Okay, so let's stop here. Do you understand what is happening behind the scene? Not really. That's why I put it in the beginning, right? So the small one was my boy, and the other one to make like this was my daughter. Okay, so and you see the Scrabble, and you see me code in the beginning. So let's start the talk, and we will come back to those videos. Okay. Where's the talk? This one. Okay, let me put that in presentation mode. No, I'm not in the beginning. My bad. Okay. So the idea for me is just to share with you how an idea that came because I was playing Scrabble. I like playing Scrabble with my kids, so kind of a night game that we usually do together. And yeah, just something came to my mind, and I say, okay, I will maybe try to use AI to build something. Okay, that's what I would like to present to you today. Um, so yeah, let's just allow me to introduce myself for those of you who doesn't know me. I also have my note because this presentation is the first time actually I'm giving that. I will be a little bit emotional because it's really the first presentation of first app that I'm really building with my kids. So it's like, yeah, could be emotional. So I have my note to not lose my thought. Okay, so bear with me and be gentle and humble with me on that one. Okay, so yeah, for those of you doesn't know me, I'm a Google developer expert like Jean here. Google developer expert in Flutter and Dart, and I will become also this year Google developer expert in the cloud. So yeah, um, the thing that I like saying to people outside of just being a geek or a developer, I'm a proud dad of two amazing kids that keep me honest and they try always their best to leave me from my computer. And my day-to-day in Canada, after building a Google Cloud consulting company who became a premier partner, I joined Data Valley as the CTO or slash senior director of software development department. And who knew Data Valley here? Actually, yeah, you know because we're talking. When you go to McDonald's, any McDonald's in Canada, when you take your plane at the airport, so next time you go into the airport and you connect to the Wi-Fi, the captive portal that is coming, check the URL, you will see Data Valley. When you do your grocery shopping at IGE, if you are a customer for BMO, so every time you're connecting to the Wi-Fi over there, the workflow, the process is my team was building that. So okay, so that's what I'm doing. And when I'm not taking care of the kids, family, or coding, I like playing the piano or doing beat makings. Okay, so that's just about me. So yeah, as I say in the beginning, this is just really a personal motivation. That started by me playing, I think it was a Friday night with my boy, and he was asking me too many questions about the Scrabble rules. Who plays Scrabble here? Yeah, so you know sometimes it's not at all easy to track the score. and he got 8 years old. So me going through the process of explaining to him double letter, triple letter, how to put the letter, and so on. He was like, "Oh, Dad, I'm not following. It's too complicated." And he was like, "Oh, I found that word. Look, 2 words." I said, "No, you need to find more words." So me doing that exercise with him was like, okay, it's really challenging. Okay. So yeah, I was like, okay, we have a problem here, and as a geek, I can define myself as a geek. How can we leverage artificial intelligence to assist traditional board game, so we don't lose the fun of playing with our hands, and we just incorporate AI maybe for educational purposes. So that leads to the focus that I share with you here. First thing is like just, yeah, take advantage of AI is kind of wise now, and also the multimodal aspect of it. So we can take photos, we can do many things, videos, and as those folks just present previously, also taking advantage of the cloud, the Firebase of the world, to build something just maybe to help my kids understand more the rules of the Scrabbles. Okay. Yes, so just going to check if I didn't forget to tell you something. Yeah, as I said in the beginning, I said actually previously, the vision here for me it was tough because my boy was like, yeah, oh, I still want to play, but Dad, you don't explain to me very well. So the goal is to say, okay, let's preserve the physical gameplay experience. It's good to touch, I would say, tactile feeling, and that led me to think about 2 applications that we're gonna see. I'm gonna do the demo with you. The first one is what I call the moderator app. So just thinking before coding anything, just saying, okay, what do we really want to do here? At some point when we're going to play the Scrabble, that will be the input. How do we capture the game state? You know, when you put the letter, everything is changing. How do you capture the game state? And the other side, how do I maybe ask the AI to give me game insight? Oh, well done. Oh, bad move. All those kind of things. And also maybe being able to explain it. Could be in French, could be in English, could be something else. Okay, so from that, with that idea, it's just like, okay, we can have 2 applications. That's why I also have my phone connected when we will do the demo. So the moderator app, tracking the game state, and the companion app giving you insight of the game. Okay, make sense so far? Yeah. Feel free to ask me question. As I say, and I really want to be humble for this one. People know me or do presentation. Me talking, I'm just that remind me that night with my kids. So feel free to ask question. I can answer. Go ahead, please.
Why did you make the companion app a subcomplex of the moderator?
Why do I make the companion app? Why do I separate them? Yeah. Why I separate them for the main reason why I separate them is the following. Without talking about the technology and the soft Flutter and anything. We're in the living room. I'm in the living room with my family, with my kids. We're playing, let's say, on the table. And like we're having this screen, so we play and we look at the screen like we were looking at the movie, the game states. So that's exactly why we have an app, which basically, for them that didn't know it's an app, it's just like, oh, it's on the TV. So, and that's what I will show. And that was the companion. The moderator is more like, while we're playing, we're just taking the photo of the Scrabble. So that was the idea of being like, okay, they don't understand the magic behind of taking the photo. I would say AI doing its magic is just like the result is there. Okay, so that's why we separate. So, make sense for you? Let's go, please.
Maybe that's not the most relevant question, but
No, go ahead.
how does, like, I was just thinking of the game, like, how does the AI not count the word twice? Like, does it remember?
We're going to see. I'm going to do the demo. If it's working, though, we're going to do the demo. I can tell you it's not perfect at all. But we're going to do a game like just maybe two words. Okay, so just go back to system architecture. That's good that we had that. I understand now why you put that presentation first. It's like kind of introduction in terms of technology that being used. Yeah, being a Flutter GDE, Firebase was kind of really, I just say, obvious here to use. I will go a little bit in detail after. The Vertex AI stuff, as I say, well done, Billy. Kudos to you guys. But just added another one, TTS. Who know that one? Same. Say, yeah, text to speech. Or the text to speech with Google Cloud. Simply this one because I took this one simply because we already have a Google Cloud, I would say, product. But moving forward, I will share with you something else that I definitely want to use. I basically use, but it's just expensive. Go ahead. I think you're going to yeah, so
Okay, fair enough.
zip it for now.
That's not a video. Okay.
Yes, just because of the price and for the demo was like,
Yeah.
let's stick with this one. And this one, by the way, is difficult because I don't want to say because I'm sure people know they are using it behind the scene.
Okay.
So that's it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Are you
go.
going to be using a local model for video? Because it's going to be insane in cloud fees otherwise.
Yeah, again, bear with me. Was a game. It's not like I'm not playing to go worldwide or having a sales or no, it was not that. As I said, was just really like sitting in the living room. Why not trying a different approach? Okay, so that different approach. Let's continue a little bit the video, right? I gave you the introduction of me coding, my son. My son was picking the colors and my daughter was playing the game. And I will share with you, I think it's working.
Hey Gemini, nice play. You cleverly placed mood on a double word score with an M and D, both worth their standard value, snagging 21 points and bringing you up to 29 total, setting yourself up well for the game.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing. If I move here, let me just continue. I think we have a player here. So he's doing the first test.
Jouer, Blaine Antoine. Tu poses ton premier mot écran pour 7 points et prends l'avantage. C'est un coup solide car tu utilises toutes tes lettres tout en plaçant des lettres avec des scores moyens et en démarrant ton score à 7 points.
He's happy. He was happy. So good. Okay, let's stop here. Let's go back to the presentation. So yeah, continue the way you were asking. No, it was you asking why I need two apps, right? So the one app taking and the other one is just giving him insight. Okay. Where's the presentation? No, I'm in the presentation already. Okay. Just want to share a little bit the architecture. Do I forget something here on my notes for you folks? Okay, so the architecture is kind of simple, right? Say it again.
It is too small. We can't read.
You can read.
Oh yeah, architecture is too small.
You can read the letter, right? If I zoom, no. No, maybe like this, no way? Ah, no, I can't. Yeah, I will explain to you, right? Okay, so so the first, I would say, on the top is the moderator app. We're sending just image and game state. I will say both because taking the image at the same time is kind of having the game state. The magic is we're storing that image in Firebase, but the cloud storage, actually the storage. Let's say the storage because if I say cloud storage, people might be lost behind. And also the state, someone asked the question earlier about Firebase real-time database. No, here was simply Firestore because I definitely want to send a JSON to Firebase. And also because in the development process, yeah, the state, I would say the structure was changing, so I would just want to stick with Firestore. Okay, so on the other side here, you see is Scrabble companion that maybe you're not able to read. It's basically the magic is happening on Firebase, and why Firebase in that case was really powerful is just because of the real-time synchronization between those two apps. So everything is happening on the mobile as soon as you hit Firebase, boom, basically for my kids the TV was changing. So, oh wow, how are you doing that? No, I do nothing. It's Firebase who's doing the move, okay? And earlier the diagram, actually I published it online, but for this presentation I just stick with Gemini. But here you see the box LLM is basically like as soon as I have the image on Firestore, was like, okay, which LLM behind do I really want to use? For now it's Gemini, but when I was doing the test, I don't know, maybe some of you saw Claude or DeepSeek. That was exactly, I think, when DeepSeek came out. It was crazy, so I integrated DeepSeek. DeepSeek was not really too bad, but I didn't really trust. So, but just to share with you a quick overview. In terms of package, so just based on the image that you see, the diagram, the image that you see, who are not really familiar with Flutter, so I know if I go a little bit in the detail, everybody kind of, yeah. Okay, so outside of everything that I say, one package that I definitely needed for the demo was the audio player. Okay, you see when I think you heard the kind of AI talking, but it's the audio player who is playing actually. Okay, makes sense for you? Any questions so far? Go ahead.
Didn't you say that you use TTS? Or is it,
Yeah, a little here, cloud text to speech.
and was it, why do you need audio player on top? Is it for playing other audio or?
Yeah, no, why do I need the audio player is more like play, stop, because yeah, it's not just automatic. I want to trigger that one. So I want to trigger the fact that,
You trigger the TTS?
yeah, no, let me rephrase it. I think, what is the output of cloud to text speech? If I ask you that question, what is the output? The output is,
It's a file?
it's a file, that's why. It's just an MP3 or it's just an MP4. No, that is giving you the audio, but it's a file.
Okay.
So it's basically now you need to play that, right? So that's why I say audio player, play, stop. Okay, make sense?
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna maybe repeat myself, and again, so just bear with me. Just in terms of AI integration here, yeah, and I will share with you also where the challenge. The challenge was definitely the first one, the box. I say, oh, it's easy to build. No, actually, it was not at all easy to build. You take the photo. Oh my God, where's the letter? Gemini saying something, trying with Claude, Claude saying something. You know, the Scrabble is the square 15, over 15. So sometimes it was just like, no, the letter is here, the other side. So that part was really difficult. Is the input. The other part is the move analysis. I will share with you a little bit the code. The part is processing. Most difficult there is not about just asking the AI to explain something. It was more about how do I design the perfect prompt in order for him to take the picture and to give me the output that I want. I'm asking him, can you give me, explain, yeah, maybe I'm losing my thought, I will share with you the code, you will see later on, sorry for that one. And the last one is for sure, which kind of output would I want in order for me to, one, ask the AI to explain the move and to ask, let's say, Cloud TTS to translate that and give me the file. So those are the three, I would say, three part of the, I would say, implementation actually. Yeah, I'm gonna repeat myself. just thinking now the way I put the slide is a little bit the same thing. Yeah, on the computer vision part, when I would do the demo, you will see taking the photo with, let's say I take the photo with the table, I take the photo with the shoes, every time was just messy. If I, maybe something that I didn't think about presenting is the ratio of success. It's basically, yeah, the ratio, how much, how many times Gemini was able to give me real input. So while I was doing the first test, it was just kind of a mess, I mean, and I decided to integrate a package that will allow me to crop the image to ensure that I send to Gemini only the Scrabble, if that makes sense what I'm saying. Yeah, my point. So if I was taking the picture with all the other elements in the living room was just complicated. So I integrate a way to just go and say, okay, please, just take the photo of the Scrabble. Go ahead.
I'm just curious, have you tried to solve that problem with prompt?
With the yeah, I've tried. I tried with the prompt. I was telling him like, okay, start with because the color that was the color of the. And to be fair honest with you, just to because that's why we're doing this kind of meetup, was less than a month, so I didn't really redo a lot of tests with Gemini 2.5. Back then was 2.0 was not really good, but I tried. I gave like a color. I told him like, no, just stick to those. The square.
My thought is like, I'm gonna try like detect the edge.
Yeah,
and
no,
do
it was
something.
really tricky. That's where, yeah, I wanted basically to also write a blog post saying, guys, yeah, it's good all those images that we're generating, but we still have a long way to go before being perfect. Okay, cool, go ahead.
Did you think about snapshotting the video into 4-second time slices in order to reduce significantly the number of images that you're going to transfer to the backend?
Oh no, I didn't have that wisdom that you have now, at all. But that's a good insight you're giving me. Want to share with you here one of the biggest challenge. So even if I took the perfect image of the Scrabble, when I was sending to Gemini to say, okay, I will share with you, I think the slide after is just the prompt, yeah. I was telling him to give me what he was distinguishing, he was seeing on the Scrabble. One of the challenge, actually the most difficult part, and moving forward is, I still need to implement that, is to say, Gemini, that was the first move. Let's say I wrote Flutter, and someone is adding Meetup. The second move is just Meetup, right? So to make always the delta, because I'm sending a picture every time. It's not like I remove and I just send what the kids or myself added to the Scrabble. So the Scrabble is a combination of words. So when I take a picture, no, just give me the delta, just give me the add-on. So that word was just a nightmare. So yeah, distinguishing new title from existing. So I had to implement some tricky thing.
How
And
did you challenge that?
I made a challenge that
Yeah,
if I give you the any,
solve that.
you have an idea? Go ahead if you think.
Data like store the information in data model.
I try a lot of things. The only thing that I would say was successful so far was on the Firebase, was to think differently about the structure of the database. So before I was always writing one image. So I decided to basically, let's go to that. We can do it, right? Okay, I love that kind of tell. We change the flow, and I can go to that. Personally, I like when the talk is like that. I was afraid that I'm just gonna talk. So I do prefer when you're asking questions and we're going where the people want to see.
A finite state with two
Now,
parametric
was the magic happened here? Let me zoom. So I started, and it was really difficult to find a way to ensure that I can. So here on Firebase, so my learning sandbox, the storage. So those are the game. I think is the move. If I go to one move, let's say for example this one. So every time I take a picture, I keep it here, and I'm giving to Gemini the last two. And I'm asking him to make the delta. That way was good. So let's say, for example, you want me to zoom more? Let me zoom more. Yeah, let me add like this. I think I can just do this.
Yeah.
So first move. Every time for this one, the success rate was almost 99%. The following move that way was basically crazy. And when I was, I think this one was not a good one though. Yeah, no, it was good. A car and yeah, man. So I was giving like that, and it was like, oh, if you wrote this one and you add this one, I basically told him in the prompt engineering, find the difference between those two. Even if it was giving me that, the following error would be is not able to find the right place. So it was difficult. But that was the way for me to ensure that I can have the right delta. Make sense, team? Good.
I assume you tried to store all the current state
Okay.
of the board.
Let's jump into that. Even if it's technical conversation, let's go. So I will show you the state. Those are the state. I just want to take one where I have many move. Current, those kind of things. Right. So you see, those exactly the state in database. So I have the game with the player, because you definitely need to know who's the player. The board state is this one, that's the current. So you have all of those information, and Gemini will need all of those information.
What does 4 to 7 mean?
It's the placement. Position.
Yeah,
So the Scrabble is 15, 15. So how do I give him where the letter is?
X and Y.
Exactly, X and Y, exactly. And from there, sometime was like, but this example is big. I think if I look at the date, it was February, but it's not a big deal. So player null, I was like, it's not able to find a player because I didn't give but you figure out, right? It's part of the test. And now the point was also another challenge. And it was fun because while doing this, when the kid was like, oh, papa, ça marche pas. I was like, it's difficult. So just sharing with you. So for them it was like, AI, no, AI is not solving everything. I don't know if that is helpful maybe for students. AI doesn't solve everything.
Just use smart model.
Huh?
Just use smarter model.
Yes. I don't know. I would, yeah. Cool. Thank you. Now I like more the present. I was kind of, I don't know if you're going to enjoy it. So that's the part for, that was a challenge in terms of board reconnection was more identifying the difference. So that's just an example of the prompt engineering, because I think at the end of the day, after spending, I would say, a year basically just building app or helping people build app, I will definitely tell you now the magic is the prompt engineering. The way you're designing your prompt engineering, the output might be different. And I will spend more time now ensuring that I have the perfect prompt engineering, not the workflow, not the better, I would say, which language, or no, at the end of the day, my feedback is this one. The better prompt engineering you draft, you craft, you're gonna have better results. So if you can share that with you, because maybe simple, but after many iteration, I found that, Gemini was kind of happy when I gave him this. Analyze this Scrabble board image. Just one thing that was making difference sometimes, I don't give him an image. I don't say that. And sometimes I was like, why? No, I have to be specific. Basically like, my friend, it's an image that I'm giving you. So analyze this Scrabble board image, identify all letters, position. I gave him the I would say, ratio. I don't know how to say in English, I lost my English. From 0 to 14, the grade and point value. Return only a JSON object of this with this format. So I would be able to pass that in my Dart application. Go ahead, sir.
Why didn't you use structured output instead of passing in the prompt?
Why didn't
you use structured output? Forces the model to only use the structure that you define.
He said structured output.
No, but that's in the prompt.
let me maybe let me think.
There is structured in
At the end, it's going to be the
Yeah, when you do the, yeah, I know what, you do the kind of few shot prompting too. You give him like one example with an
No,
output structure.
The
there's an actual
for that
setting.
feature.
there's an actual feature that enforces that the answer will fit your structure.
Oh, maybe that one I didn't.
Has to
Good,
be
thank you.
JSON, yeah, 100% of the time.
Okay, okay. No, I didn't force that one. Thank you for that. But me, I always tell him. I always tell him that way. And using, give, that's a prompt, and I give like, you know, the few shot technique. So input, output. That is an example. Input, output, output, and that way you know better. So I never used the enforce through the SDK. Maybe because I don't trust that part. I trust what I'm telling him to do. Good. Any more question? No? Okay, let's maybe look at the,
I
yeah, I think it's the,
I have, yeah, and
yes.
they just I think you shared a little bit some tips and tricks for the best. I was gonna ask what are the tips that you had from your experience for best prompt engineering, for debugging and iterating
Yeah.
over.
It will be, maybe I was about to say buyers. It's the same thing I'm saying to my team now. And please, I maybe want to stop the recording if I say that. No, really, really. Maybe I'm crazy now. Maybe I am. I will accept that I'm crazy. I'm talking to the AI like I'm talking to someone. I reach a point where I call Claude Claudette or Claudia. So no, to be fair honest with you, and with that approach, I think I'm really good now because I believe that yeah, it's like me being a senior and having a junior coming to me with his computer saying, Boris, oh, it's not working. I'm going to ask him, what is not working? You're going to show me the problem. You're going to be like, yeah, I play with this. And I'm going to ask him, which IDE, which version of Flutter, So I just found that, yeah, now the way I'm doing my prompt engineering, you see, I'm closing my eyes because maybe I'm crazy now. Sometimes I believe that, who's calling me? I believe that, yeah, I'm talking to someone. So yeah, Justin, if I ask you a question, if I don't give him this information, he won't be able to answer to me. So the best prompt engineering for me now is just ensuring that I write that like a human being will tell me, oh, I get it.
Right.
I don't, that's my answer. I don't know about your answer,
You
but
said something also around the lines
yeah,
of
go ahead.
I forget input output something like that. What did you say about that? I thought that was interesting.
Input output, I lost it.
The double shot.
The few shot prompt, the few shot technique. The few shot technique, I think the last day first, that's what I presented. The few shot technique, let's go to Google AI Studio. What are we talking about when we say few shot prompt? It's basically, we have basically a doc presenting the prompt engineering technique, but when we say few shot, it's this exactly. Oh, now they changed everything. They changed it. If I say,
For example, what color is the car, and then it only answer the small part as an example.
no, I will go to a code. I'm just thinking about where I have it, which project, for example, I have the few shot prompting. I can share that with you. Let me continue. I will come back to that. But it's a good thing. It's a good question. I will come back to that. Okay, so here, yeah, I think it's the same thing. Yeah, structural output requirement. Yeah, talking with you. I think we went to the Firebase integration. Show you the game. Let me just click on it to ensure that I don't miss something here. Yeah, I share with you the game state. That's the game state. Firestore, so it doesn't ask me the question, fellow Ella. And the class storage is the image, right? So I have all the move. I have like a move. One thing maybe for you folks and people in the room, since Firestore allow you now to create multiple database, you aware of that? Or maybe, yeah. The one tricky thing in Flutter is like be sure to specify the database that you're using. In the development process, I remember spending almost the afternoon was like, I don't know what is happening. Why I'm not hitting the right one. Let's go to Firestore. Yeah, because you have it now there. So by default, sometimes this money because they know exactly what I'm talking about. So by default, it's just default. So since they allow it, be sure that when you build your stuff, you specify the right database. So otherwise you'll be like, oh, nothing is happening, but the database. Go ahead.
I think free account you don't have that. Free account
Yeah.
you don't have that.
Oh, free account doesn't have the multiple.
So I think it's you need to register credit card to have that.
Yeah, that's true that I'm a Blaze user, so I pay if I extend it. Okay, so when you're gonna pay, be careful with that. Okay, so if you have multiple database, sometime by default, even the AI, the generated code, even any SDK will always assume that is the default. So in debug mode, you're gonna be like, nothing is happening, but you come here and you change. Okay, so that's why I have that Scrabble database. Yeah, let's go back to the presentation. Let's try. I've kind of derailed. Where am I? I lost my presentation. I'm good with the time. Okay, I think it's a quick demo. Move analysis, I can go there. Yeah, that's another thing that was move explanation. The move explanation was really just about like, yeah, you are Scrabble commentator. I need to give the player name because depending of if it's me or if it's Justin or someone else, explain the move. I give him the word that has been detected. I give the score, the tile, and I say just two sentences. Why, in your opinion, in the development process? Why am I saying keep it brief but engage in two sentences?
Quick question, but
Yeah, go ahead.
in the move, I see your score already. Isn't the AI calculating the score, the points?
Say it again.
The points, right? The score.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this one. You're giving it to the AI.
This one. Yeah, that's one we gave to the AI. First step, I give the image, the AI tell me the score, everything. When I take that one, I give again to be like, now explain it. You can be like, okay, I do it in one shot. No, I don't really want to do it in one shot. Why? Because I would like to be sure that the explanation is based on something accurate. So let me just take that first if I have to test to fix the error. So yeah, because otherwise, that's the part I would say for kids or for people who are playing is the more important thing. The kid wants you to explain what's happened. So yeah, I've done it in two steps. Makes sense? Yeah, the two sentence was just because when I was starting, I was using I don't say now, we say at the end, and it was too expensive. And I said, oh no, my God, come here, just two sentences. Because by default, if I didn't put it, it was going crazy. Oh my God, you done this, oh good, beautiful. I look at the bank account, I'm like, no, please. Stop it, just two sentences. And I realized that was more cheaper. We're smiling. We have one director of engineering here. That's exactly what we want to do sometimes because otherwise, boom, we're killing the bank account. Make sense? Yeah. Small tips I'm sharing, but we're laughing. That's what we're supposed to do as engineer. The multimodal AI integration, what can I just add here? Yeah, one thing that I definitely want to do, especially because we're in Montreal, was just also English and French. I talk about the voice and basically natural speech, and the prompt earlier was just about explaining the move. Okay, let's maybe try. I think it's now the live demo. I don't know if it's gonna work really well, but let's try. So I didn't came with the Scrabble, right? So you can assume that when I was building, I didn't put the Scrabble every time. So the Scrabble was the first try, as you saw in the video, my son coming and play with me. But really, I was developing the app this way. I went to a Scrabble camp. It's really, really, really good, just to do stuff. So we can maybe let's generate a new game, and we're gonna. Let's generate a new game together. I'm gonna remove all of that, and we're gonna do it live. We in time?
Yeah.
Cool.
Keep going.
Sorry for that. Okay. So we're gonna write Flutter. And I'm gonna be very transparent with you where is not something good. I don't want to cheat. So you see all those examples. Glenn Antoine with Papa, that's my son name, Glenn Antoine. So I'm gonna create a new game here. Oh, my bad. Give me a moment. I would like to bring my phone. So I'm going to do like this. How can I? Let's bring it this way. Oh, sorry. Let me just want to adapt a little bit more. It's good for you? Okay. So you see my phone here. That's my Pixel. We're going to put the Pixel here for now. Okay. So let's create a new game. So I will start the game. So I will call this Boris against, my bad, Flutter Meetup. So for those of you maybe who might ask, yeah, the Firestore or the Firebase synchronization and real-time sync. So as soon as I will create that with the how I call it, the moderator app, boom, it will go to Firebase and we're gonna have it here naturally. That's why my boy was like, oh, c'est magique. I said, yeah, c'est bon. I think I'm making a future gig, so. Say, oh, ça a apparu. J'ai dit, yes, c'est magique. So yeah, that's it. Speak with friends with him. So Flutter and that's another app. Okay, so let's start. What I do so that you see the phone right. You see, I have a capture move. I can end the game and I can also analyze. We're just gonna stick for the time, capture the move, and we will see if it's working. So I'm gonna capture the move and I come, not you, but this one. That's why I took this one like that, because I will need it. So, but you assume that I was not doing like this with the real Scrabble. So let's do it. That's a part was challenging. Tack. So it's working, and I say I need it to crop the image, because before I was sending like that. So if I send like that, you assume that, yeah, sometimes you will try to read all those things, and that's, go ahead.
In the photo you took, do you see the letters?
We will see, because we're doing a real demo now with this. We're doing a real demo.
Because on the picture here on the screen, we don't see the.
You don't see me here. I see, and we will see what Gemini is gonna say. Let's try. Let's do a real demo. So oh, sorry, that's good. Image cropping cancel. So let's try again. Let's try again. Okay, I'm taking the picture. Tack. Okay, so that's the image, and I'm gonna crop it with you. I'm gonna. So that's the part was really. I won't say, yeah, I need to find a way to be better, but I didn't find another way to ensure that I send him the right image, okay? My bad. We will see. We're going to send it like that. Let's try. So I have letter for full accuracy here. I think this part can mess Gemini, but we're going to, let's try, okay? So I say okay. So I'm going to click, so you see, okay? And it's go. So Gemini is in that image, is thinking. Come on. Come on. Oh, I found it. Flutter. Yeah, okay. But it's not really good. Why? Let me bring that back. Why? Because, oh, maybe it was good. Okay. We will see. So I still have it on my phone. So you see how that layout is? That's me just trying again. What do I need to add? In the beginning, I was just taking the number and I said, but it was not cool. Why? Because it's saying, Gemini is telling me, based on that Scrabble, the starting row is 5 and the starting column is 7. So for those of you who doesn't maybe know the Scrabble, let's count. The starting row, row. I lost mine. It's like this. You see, kind of thinking. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The starting row is 7. And the starting column is same thing, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he was able to detect further. Let me come back to this. The column was right, but the row was not right. So that's why I built this this layout this way, because I say, oh, if every time Gemini is making error, my board will tell me that doesn't work. So I create a kind of error handling by saying, if you're not able, I'm going to change it. So I'm changing, I put 7. Okay, but usually for the numbers, for the number of the letter, the F in Scrabble is 4 point. All those things usually was good. Why? Because those are fixed. So I have a static map that I gave him, so he was always able to give me the right one. So let's send that, and before I send, what I would like to do, let's go to the game actually, because I didn't show you the real game. So I just show you my screen here. The game is this one. Boom. So that's how the game is seen on the screen at home on the TV, and it's Boris is playing. So I will hit confirm. Boom. Psh, he's putting there, and that's where kid is happy. And I say, Gemini, talk to me.
Boris, fantastic play. By cleverly using all 7 tiles and likely hitting a double or triple word score, you started strong with a 61-point bingo, positioning yourself perfectly for a dominant game.
Good, I'm happy. So, and okay, before maybe we try another thing, the implementation, just to make it fun and more maybe now professional, was like, okay, just start with Gemini. I tried a little bit. Claude was not too bad, but in terms of image recognition, it was not bad. DeepSeek was amazing, fantastic back then, because I didn't try again, and I was thinking about having O3. So what our friend was saying, I started the implementation with 11 labs, but in terms of cost was not necessary. But 11 labs, they're building the platform on top of Google Cloud, making it more easy, because with Google Cloud, as you will see, I have to go select the voice, identify exactly which voice I want to use, go to the code. It's really like a dev activity. 11 Labs, you don't have to do it. They have a beautiful platform. So I have I think the voice that I'm using is Mason. I have some other voice. I don't know if it's working. Let's try. Let's change. Grace or Sarah. I don't remember if it's implemented.
Boris,
No.
that's an amazing opening play with
It's
Flutter
just-
for 61 points.
It's just
By using all 7 tiles, you scored a 50-point
Okay.
bingo bonus and positioned yourself for future high-scoring plays.
Okay, let's maybe before we close that, let's try another one, and you will see the accuracy of Gemini. So let's add Meetup. Who's playing? Yeah, it's Flutter Meetup now. It's done. Meet, and you will see the part is difficult sometimes for him. I will go like this, and here, let me come back to my phone. I will put my phone here. So another thing that need to be sure, because while I was doing the test, I was like, oh, it's not working. You need to switch a player. So that's an enhancement I have to do in the app by default. So I go to Flutter Meetup, switch to player, and let's do the same exercise. Just to validate what I was telling you, the difficulty was now to know the delta between the moves. Come on. Because on the Scrabble, the table was easy to take. Let's go. Okay. I will crop that. You see what I'm doing? Okay. I will crop it. I will come like this. Yeah, I think it's not too bad. Let's be gentle with Gemini. Let's put it the right way. Okay, come back like this. Let's see what Gemini will tell us. Go. He's walking. I doubt that it will be smart. It's taking time. Don't know, is it the Wi-Fi or it's taking too much time. Take too much time. Still working. Take too much time. Let's wait. So while he's doing that, let's look at Fire We look at the database. It's still working. I don't understand why. So do we have the move? So the move. Oh yeah, it's there. And he get it. Oh, I didn't. Boom. It says meetup.
Nice.
It was good. And let's validate the thing I told you, the challenge that I told you was every time was just to be sure that he find the right X and Y. So it's
Right.
telling us the following. It's telling us that starting row is 9 and starting column is 5. Is it true? So the starting column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you see every time that's a part is really difficult. And the starting row, if I'm not mistaken, because it's 14 here, 13 must be 12. So you see. So that's why with all the tests that I was doing, I can tell you that's the part where it was really, really difficult. Is it because the picture is not good? Is it because the lights? Or those are the things that I can't really tell you for now. So I will change that. So we say the starting row is 12 and the starting column was 6, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And if I confirm, let me go to the game. That if I confirm and oh yeah, something I forgot to tell you too. Yes, I need to be transparent with you. Everything is not working perfectly. You see also this one. Is it horizontal or vertical? That's the thing that I want him to tell me. So while I was building, I was like, no, Gemini, tell me how you see. And that's also something was not really about. Maybe it's me who I have to be better. But every time sometimes he was able to say, no, that's vertical now. But you see here, he's still saying it's horizontal. Huh? Go ahead.
I was just joking. I was like, it's right after the time.
Yeah. Go ahead. You want? Let me maybe, so I change it. Oh, I say confirm. Come back here and I confirm. Oh, it's not changing. It's buggy. Confirm. I have a bug. I don't know why. Oh, it's not sending. Sorry, team. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I have a bug now. Go ahead, please. Ask your question.
I've implemented things similar, but for eye recognition. So the most efficient way of doing things here wouldn't be to use Gemma locally, snapshot every 3 or 4 seconds,
I think
then just send the game state.
I think that would be more efficient and more accurate. Yeah. But what I like about this meetup and what I'm sharing with you, to be fair honest, is the part that is not working. Just saying like, oh, Gemini is there, we're gonna do it. To be fair honest with you, that's what I would like to share with you, because we see a lot of things. I'm not saying that OpenAI is better. I'm not saying something else better. I just want to be honest with you that you see all the engineering that needs to happen. It's not like I asked him, he gave me everything. No.
But it's also because architecture is not often told. The real good patterns in infrastructure are not on the
Yeah,
internet.
and you will know by building
What they
actually.
do.
So just me having to build, all the layer was because I was missing something. So yeah, if going to the end of the presentation, the real world challenge, the computer vision accuracy was just a nightmare. I thought I would build that in just a day, and Friday night I'm gonna go code, and Saturday we're gonna play. No, it took me 2 weeks, and after we had something. Actually, it's working perfectly with the physical, traditional Scrabble. When I was taking picture like I'm doing now, it was always challenging because I have to clean stuff.
An advice from when I built that without AI. So do envelope detection, so detect the size, and then make sure that when you take
The picture?
when you snapshot the video into images, you can take still images, like every 4 seconds, that's the image you send to Gemma. And to Gemma, your prompt is not to detect the whole board. It's detect the edges first, to make sure you're seeing the edges.
Yep.
And then you do a first pass, and then you do a secondary pass to make sure that your alignment is correct.
No, but
you see a red,
allow me to phrase to other people who doesn't really basically understand your insight here. Actually, insight is not about how the LLM or the AI is gonna resolve what we're giving him. It's more what we need to do to ensure that we're giving him something solid. So that's basically what we're saying. So is the input is need to be kind of perfect in order for him to give us a meaningful insight. So how do I crop the image? How do I ensure that the image is kind of accurate and clean? If I'm not mistaken, that's what you're phrasing here. Okay, so also have to, and that's something definitely start building, and I'm going to also tell to our young folks, balancing AI capabilities with something use that you really need, because I was thinking about adding everything, like 11 have. I want to use everything that AI can give me. No, is it useful? No, at this point it's not really useful. And also optimizing for, oh my bad, optimizing for mobile performance is a key, since I do all of that, take the picture, send to Firebase. Maybe if I had Gemini Nano on the phone would be better. So we will see moving forward. I'm not really sure about that, but we will see. Because
Gemini Nano is not Gemma?
no, Gemini is the
Gemini
open
you can
source.
run, it's your open source that
It's the
can
open
actually run on
source
code.
version. You can have your own instance deployed somewhere, and whatever you want. You will need a GPU. The Gemini is the private proprietary one.
You can actually
And
run Gemma on your phone, on your CPU.
Yeah. No, even GPU. Only model.
No, but if you're running something as small as an image in blue-gray, and you have a pass of a layer of the image locally, you can actually fully
yeah,
run that locally.
the thing I would like to challenge what you're saying is like, don't want to be strong by saying that, but I think everything is possible. What we need, and what I'm doing right now with my team, if I just do a kind of parenthesis this presentation, is if it's working, yes, but we definitely need, as a developer is writing unit tests, you writing integration tests, give me kind of percentage how it's working, the performance, you see, because yeah, it's gonna work, but is it working for all kind of image, depending on the size of the image? This image that I took was a high quality. Do I need to reduce the quality before sending? Those kind of things right now, for me, that's engineering now. Everything is possible, for sure. I can run anywhere. But when it comes to engineering, before taking decision, I need a kind of, I would say, benchmark, right? To say, for example, as soon as you're hitting this size of the image, maybe you hitting the performance. And the engineering also tell you, like, where's the money? I need to pay for that. Maybe you need to also control the cost. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but everything is possible. Now we need those kind of input before taking decision.
The point is here, you don't even need a backend. You could actually run everything locally.
Yeah, but I need the M2, M3, which kind of mark that I need. I don't think people who doesn't have an I would say MX of Mac today can really take advantage of that. On some Linux machine is now. So you see, all those things need to be in consideration now, taking consideration.
I mean, maybe it's not a perfect example using AI model or something, but I mean, it's showing the possibility. What
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
what
thing
I'm
you
trying
can
to
do
give
with
you.
it and so on. I mean, of course, if you do with image processing, probably much performance.
No,
much
many
more
things,
better.
many things. No, the goal, as I say, was just to say, if people are thinking you're going to just send image to Gemini with the beautiful prompt and you're going to have input, that's not true. You're going to do the engineering.
But this
Okay.
will be much easier than doing everything in image processing as
That's
an engineer, right?
exactly.
That's true.
So yeah, let's go back to engineer. Key learnings. Which takeaway I can give you here. The structured output is crucial, because that's exactly what you're taking. You digesting in your application. Whether you want to do JSON, I don't know, Markdown. So the output is crucial. Think about it before. Context management improve results for sure. That's something that we all know is not just about AI. And always have a fallback option. If it's not working, what am I doing? Because it's something is not going to work. That's why I designed that screen that way, because I knew that it is not good at giving me the position. Sometimes it's not good at giving me the orientation. So I didn't know at the beginning. It's because I started building that I knew about it. Performance optimization technique, depending on your prompt, where you want to run. If maybe you crop the image, you reduce the size, all those things. To be fair honest with you, I don't know. I didn't really explore that. I just knew that, okay, I can send to Firebase. I put in the storage, Gemini processed that. I realized, yeah, I forgot to say, I realized also that the time of processing was kind of sometimes long if the image was bigger, so you need to work on that. I would say model limitation, just because I tried two back then. When I say two, DeepSeek was good, and I was like, oh, can I really use it? China, blah, blah, blah. But at that time, Gemini, I don't know. It was a lot of things around that. I was like, oh, what's going on here? So yeah, the model limitation. Some model will be really good at, yeah, I would say with the vision, some won't be the case. Okay? So depending on what you want to do. For me, it was just playing with my kids, so I didn't go too far. Just for testing, sharing with you. So the app that I have, the Scrabble online is Scrabble Camp. Was good to do just coding. Firebase emulator locally. Did you use Firebase emulator when you were doing? Oh, you better use it. Come on. So use Firebase emulator locally. At least you have your good data set. So I was using that. Prompt testing methodology. I found myself maybe becoming a really, really good prompt engineer. And also we have I will try my best maybe to send out a hand. I found a beautiful documentation PDF who explain all the prompt testing. I went to, don't know if you were there. No, it was not in San Francisco. Went to their fest last year in Boston with the CEO of Kaggle. You know Kaggle?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was doing the keynote actually, and during the keynote, he took a moment and he asked the audience the following question: do you believe that prompt engineering is real engineering? What will be your answer, team?
It is. I think it
Of
is.
course it is.
It can be.
It is.
It
No,
can
It
be.
always is.
It always is.
In the future, I think AI is
Yeah.
going to be
I
much
think
smarter.
So
software
from
engineering will be prompt
go ahead.
I mean, not to sound a purist or anything, but
Yeah, go ahead.
like in engineering, there has to be some kind of
Thinking process.
involved.
Yeah.
So, like well, I mean, you know what you want, but like in engineering, you have to think of like the various pieces and
Yes.
how to put them together. But
Yeah.
if the AI does it for you, does it really count as engineering?
That's really good. But that's me. I was sitting in the front, and I was always saying to myself that it's prompt engineering is engineering. I always say that to myself since the beginning, and he confirmed that. And coming from that answer coming from him was really powerful. And he explained the following. That's the way he said that. He said, prompt engineering is engineering absolutely because the process of asking something to the AI, validating the output, trying again. The thought process just of saying, what am I going to ask?
It's even worse than that. People don't even get there.
No, but that's fine. Just the basic. And be careful, the junior developer, people who are coming, yes, is prompt engineering, is an engineering uh, thing. So yeah, that's why I also put it here. The prompt testing methodology is becoming a thing actually, right? I would rather having in my team a developer who will spend 10 minutes figuring out what he have to do with cursor to have the better result instead of having someone who's going to be like, no, at the end of the day, the AI going to do it and taking 30 minutes. It's like wasting the time of a senior developer by asking 5 questions to have your answer instead of 1 question. So if you think that way, yeah, prompt engineering is engineering. Yeah, interactive improvement process, yeah, and real user feedback here. I want to say my kids' feedbacks. They are the one testing the app. I think during the conversation we have all the things that I can hide in the future. The bot detection was always difficult. Finding a better strategy to suggesting the move, the way the AI was talking, explaining, and integrating 11 Hub if I have money for that. But I'm good for now. That's it, team. Here I'm giving you here the code source for those who want to just copy, try, play with it. That's the first tester. I love it. So I'm really proud of him because he stick with me the whole process. He was coming, asking me, always like, yeah, what is this thing? Is it French, English? So it was like, I think it was becoming a geek. I love it. That's it. And for those who want to connect, we are not connected already on LinkedIn. Feel free. That's where I would say, the more active on LinkedIn. Thank you, Tim, and